Good morning, folks. Welcome aboard. Let's sort out Facebook. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. Just a wee second. Then we'll go on with this morning's review of today's headlines. There are the usual bollocks in there. That didn't work. Oh, it did work. Good stuff. Facebook's on board. Right, where we are. 73 is on board. That's no bad. Yeah, a couple of minutes to get the first of the Facebookers in. Let's go out and see who's in. A lot of you, of course. We've got first in this morning was Martin Williamson, followed by DJ Martin. Eddie, good morning, Eddie. Stephen. Morning, Mad Monk. Morning, Jeanette. Morning, Jim Stevens. Morning, Stephen Bankier. John Baxter. Scott Haynes. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jane. Right, let's get this back there again. See if we get any Facebookers on board yet. And good morning, Doug. First of the Facebookers in. Okay. Let's get this underway, shall we? Andy Truck Davey out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is bright, clear, 5 degrees. No bad. Maybe we'll get rid of this bloody snow this morning. The rain hasn't quite cleared it. Right. So, wee bit of news for you. I'll be flying solo this afternoon. The other Davey has had to go to the dentist. So, he won't be able to speak. He's getting an extraction or two, I think. Okay, that shows up to date. So let's get this underway, shall we? It's Indy Truck Davey in the 27th of the 1st, 2025. We say, out the truck at home in my office, Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. Let's say it's 5 degrees, lovely. So first up this morning, and I don't put these two up, so first up this morning, we'll get the Daily Rancid, the Daily Record, and it says, storm power loss for 22,000 homes still in the dark. Race to get electricity back on as a massive UN clear-up operation is launched. I thought they'd be clearing up all bloody weekend. What's this launch stuff? Well, anyway, the Sun has. Storm UN tragedy. Teen killed by falling tree. Apprentice Callum 19 crushed on commute. And I thought, an apprentice asked to go to work on Friday last week. Young fella 19's driving to work and a tree falls on top of him. Why the fuck was an apprentice being asked to go out on that on Friday? The mind boggles. Right, the Herald has. We'll put it up. Here we go. The Herald. Herald poll reveals just 1/5 say trains good value for money. I don't know. I really don't. I don't travel very much by train. So I don't know whether that's true or no. I haven't seen the poll. And I don't know whether it was an online poll, or it was an offline poll, or what. It's just one of the headlines. You know, a Scotland shite headline. Even though it's the 4th best railway in the UK, with some of the best timekeeping, But apparently people are not happy with it. They don't think it's value for money. They say, I don't know. I don't travel by train. So let's get rid of that. Anyway, next up today we have the Scotsman. If I put it up, I doubt it right enough. I don't normally. A rancid rag as well. But well, I'll tell you what it has on its headline today. The Scotsman goes on Swinney vows 150,000 extra NHS appointments per year. That's quite a specific number. I would have went on percentages myself. Very hard to give a specific number and say we'll achieve this. Especially staff are hard to recruit at this point in time. Thanks to Brexit, high taxes, crashing economy, and the high cost to immigration to actually come here. And then, of course, the additional cost if you want to bring family. Now, I don't know how John's going to achieve this, but I certainly wouldn't have went on a specific number. I'd have went on percentages. Okay, the Times has. I have this, so we'll put it up. What's the Times got for us this morning? Our higher taxes don't mean better services, says half of Scots. Well, we know what half that'll be. That'll be the knuckle dragging, thick as fuck unionist Scots. Don't mean better services. I don't wait to see a doctor. There's no 50-hour fucking waiting time in Scots hospitals. I don't pay as much in council tax. In fact, I don't even pay higher fucking taxes. Oh no, wait a minute, a day. I pay an extra £4 a month. For that, the children get free education, free dental, free bus fucking travel. We get the £27 a week child poverty uplift for each qualifying child. Better services. The services are phenomenal. The baby box. Free travel at 60 as well, so between 12 and 23. What the fuck is this rag and half these Scots own about? I take it these will be half the Scots that don't use public services. Fuck. Main headline. Starmer to divide Trump over cash for defence. Of course he is. His fucking Chancellor is crashing the economy. She's making Liz Truss look fucking good. Unemployment up. What does that mean? Benefits to be cut. As predicted. Huge layoffs right across all the sectors, especially supermarket sectors. I read about Sainsbury's there. They're going to lay off 3,800 employees. That means 3,800 less people paying money into the exchequer. That's 3,800 more people drawing money out the exchequer because they're going to be unemployed. And that's all down to daft arse Rachel Reeves and her national insurance wheeze. We'll get rid of that. Oh, and the other one here. The one on this side, that's a cracker. Hold on, I'll blow this up a bit so you can see the one on this side. Gen Z votes for Britain to be ruled by a dictator. Gen Z. I don't know to be very fucking bright or have much of a grasp in fucking history, have they? People, start educating your fucking grandchildren. Oath. Have a word with your grandchildren, people. Next up, we've got the Metro. What's the Metro got for us today? Shall we have a look? 8,000 social media sites taken down to stop boats. Smuggler gangs logged out. I can create a social media group in about 20 seconds. About 20 seconds. And I'm not that fucking tech savvy. Taking down 8,000 social media sites. I'll be back up again this morning. Slight tweak to the name. People want to find smugglers to get them across the channel on social media. They'll find them. Oh, what a nonsense. For all the time it takes to create a social media post. What's the Telegraph got for us today? Shall we have a look? Starmer and Trump set path for state visit. And apparently Big Ears is off to Auschwitz. Now apparently today is Holocaust Memorial Day. The day when we're all supposed to remember the way the Nazis carried out a genocide on European Jews. I think it's a wee bit hollow today, considering we've got the Zionist Jewish people in Israel carrying out a Holocaust and a genocide against the Gazan people. So least we forget about we are not supposed to forget about the Nazis' genocide on the European Jews, but we're supposed to forget the Zionist Jews in Israel's genocide against the Gazan people. I wonder if we'll be having a Memorial Day. I wonder if we're having a Memorial Day in years to come for the genocide carried out by the Zionist Jews on the Palestinian people. Right, next up, the Scottish Daily Field. This one's a fucking cracker, people. This is the sort of thing that Davy likes to get his teeth into. So we'll put the fail up and see what nonsense it's got for us today, shall we? Well, the Mail has got a cracking headline, the Scottish Daily Field. Mail investigation reveals party has now launched almost 300 advisory groups on everything from plane lights to bee health. Proof SNP does run government by talking shop. No, actually, this is a sign of good governance, folks. Over the last 17 years that the SNP's in government, they have, over each year on average, consulted experts 17.64705 times per year, amounting to 300 times they've consulted with expert groups over 17 years. But why is it good governance? I'll tell you why it's good governance. Look at fucking Brexit. Oh no, we're fed up listening to fucking experts. Well, I'm no. The other thing that's reassuring about that headline is it lets us know that politicians know their fucking limits. They're no experts in building. They're no experts in bee health. They're no experts in illuminating aviation. They might have a wee bit of experience in whatever field they were in before they became politicians, but none of them are fucking experts in all the different subjects that are covered and have to be covered by government. Like bee health is very important because nae bees, nae fucking us. How to illuminate an airport so your planes can get in safely, or how to light up the sky in front of a plane. Fucking highly important subject, you ask me, if I'm going to be on the fucking thing. But I don't suppose John Swinney knows anything about it. I don't suppose there's anybody along there knows anything about these things. They're politicians. So the fact that the SNP government have consulted experts on average 17.64705 times per year over 17 years is a fucking good thing. Because if we look at that shower of shite sitting in Westminster, who actually think they know everything, so don't think they have to fucking consult with experts, apparently. Well, actually, the day I had a wee look, there's thousands of fucking quangos and thousands of expert groups being consulted all the time by all levels of government because politicians know their fucking limitations. This rag needs to be taken out of circulation. That is a nonsense headline. It's an SNP bad story that makes no fucking sense. Government consults expert because politicians know their fucking limitations. There's Daily Mail. Fix that fucking headline for you. The rancid fucking rag. When a wee rant for you guys thrown in. There you go. A fucking stormery a headline, that one. Imagine that. Politicians know their limitations, so consult experts on subject at hand. There's a notion for you. Knowing your limitation and knowing when it's time to go and consult somebody who knows better than you. Wow. The Daily Fail really is a rancid fucking bit of toilet paper. Unfortunately, it'll probably burn your arse with the fucking acid crap that's in it. "25% rise in council tax down south." Well, we haven't had our round yet up here, so we'll see how it goes. But I don't suppose it'll be 25%. Anyway, that's a fucking stupid Daily Mail for you. Fix that one. Government officials know their limitations, so consult experts. Fuck's sake. Right. What's the Scottish right-wing print version of the right-wing loony rag the Express got for us this morning? Let's see it. Let's see it. 80 years after liberation of Auschwitz, a reminder we must never forget. You don't think you live in a world which does these things. Eh? I'm sorry for your suffering. I really am. I'm absolutely appalled at what the Nazis did to the Jewish people of Europe. But I'm afraid this thing fucking rings hollow for me. I'm afraid it has no meaning for me when the people who have been telling the rest of us for 80 years this must never happen again are committing the very same act. In fact, worse, because the Palestinian peoples in Gaza are in a prison. They have nowhere to run. They have nowhere to go. I'm afraid the memory of the Holocaust and genocide of the Jewish people of Europe has been tainted by the Zionist Jewish people in the Middle East. And when I look back in future, I won't be thinking about the genocide of the Jewish people of Europe. I'll be thinking about the fact that the Jewish people of Europe moved to the Middle East and have been carrying out a genocide against the Palestinian people for the last 70 of the 80 fucking years. It only took them 10 years to forget. But here we are 80 years on, and we have not to forget what happened to them. Even though 10 years after getting into the Middle East and being welcomed by the Palestinians and given a chunk of their land to form a state, just 10 years in, that very same people had started acting towards the Palestinian people the way the Nazis had treated them in Europe. The pure hypocrisy is making me feel ill. And I don't even want to hear the word Holocaust Memorial Day ever again. Ever. I'm about to forget about what happened to you 8 years ago, but I ain't gonna forget what I've witnessed for the last fucking 18, 20 months. Fuck. Honestly. The National, there's a National logo up. No, so I'll tell you what it says in the National, folks. I think I did have it and just fucking put it down there by mistake. Right, anyway, the National has "Don't try to milk Trump's Scottish ties. He'll shit on you," says previous aide Scaramucci. That's good advice, John. Just fucking ignore Trump and hope he goes away. We'll get a bit more on some of Trump's nonsense for his first week in power. Yeah. Thomas, I'm quite aware of what Trump's had to say about Gaza. He wants it queer. Prime real estate. He wants the people gone. And if he can use that guise to do it, he will. 18 months is it? 16 months is it, Jim? It's felt like fucking forever. I'm sure it felt like forever. I'm sure it feels like forever for the people of Palestine and the people in the West Bank and the people in Gaza, because this isn't over. Netanyahu needs to start this back up as soon as possible, and they will. Right, the eye says A&E patients to be treated at home in Steating's overhaul of the NHS. How's that going to work? Somebody fucking enlighten me. How do you take the A&E to somebody's home? Or is it going to be one of these ones? Hello, NHS 24? I think I might have fractured my leg. Oh, take an aspirin, you'll be fine, son. How the fuck do you get A&E treatment at home? Wow. How did... Never mind. We'll watch what happens in England. That ought to be fucking funny. Not. If you're living in England, be afraid. Be very afraid. Ah, dear. The Daily Field's my favourite one of the day. Wow. That is my favourite one of the day. SNP consult experts 17.6 times a year because they know they don't know everything. That's my favourite one of the day. Right, what's this star got for us today? Shall we have a look? Alistair, you're going to be disappointed. There's no boffins today. Anyway, wave of storms hits UK. 4 blimey. Apparently we've got 4 more storms coming over the course of this week, apparently. Looks calm there. Don't see anything in the forecast. Another made-up headline for the Star. But we don't mind a made-up headline in the Star, because at least they may know it's a made-up headline in the Star. Yeah, put this up. Thanks for the super chat, Alistair, and anybody else that's done the same. David McGinnis, should the UK have safe routes for US citizens fleeing the US? Was on other live, someone brought it up and thinks it's a good idea. Thinks it's a good idea. A good idea. I suppose they're white. So I guess the knuckle dragging racists down in England are no mind. I don't know about you. But I don't want them coming here with their wacky ideas that they've already got. Pre-Trump. And I'm talking about pre-Trump, the first time round. One thing the Americans will do if they come here in mass is they'll start demanding to rechange your system to suit their ways. I don't want streets full of guns. No thanks. But the odd one or two feels that they have to flee America because of the nut job. I suppose we can take a few. Right, anyway, I say I'm flying solo this afternoon. The other Davies at the dentist. We sit down and get right. There's a lot to discuss. And there's a lot to be disgusted at. We'll get into it a wee bit more this afternoon. Okay, folks. Right, now listen, thanks very much for tuning in your numbers again this morning. Thanks for super chats. Thanks to the mods for moderating. That's the first one every week out the road. And I haven't sent anybody to the naughty step. That's no bad. Right. See you this afternoon, 4 o'clock. Don't be late or your ass will be on the naughty step. Catch you later.